Pozole cake tonight. It's fucking so good, honestly. It's like there's no way to describe it. It's like a lasagna, but with like everything you put in a taco or a burrito or some shit. It's got salsa. It's got cheese, homemade salsa and homemade guacamole, cheese, tortillas, ground beef. Oops, got hair on there. Sorry about that. Tomatillos. Fuck, it's so good. Onions. More salsa in the layers. My parents have some crazy homemade salsa and guacamole recipe, so and this is their tomatillo recipe too. Like, holy shit. I really like this, but I'm not a fan of when we make paella. That just a little too fishy for me. It's funny. Talk about smart stuff in between eating and shit. Been just practicing sketching here and there and shit, just for some fun and just stay in practice, because I've been actually feeling pretty motivated and interested in that type of stuff lately. I've always used where the heck did I put it? Here. Well, I haven't been using it, so this is trippy. I would usually use a speedball ink or Micron graphic one, and also Micron brush pen for some of those heavier black areas and shit like that. But finding like, fuck, I got a bunch of just Sharpies for the brewery, so I actually just been using Sharpies a lot with my drawing lately. Fucking, it's just kind of cheaper and it's easier to use. I also got this stuff, but I've only used it a few times. It's like really nice. I got kind of weird about it. I was almost like, oh, this is like some rare kind. Like, I need to save it. So like, I only used it for one drawing. It's actually a Frank Frazetta tribute drawing that I did. I guess I can show you. He's one of my favorite artists. My friend Hayden showed me his work when I was in my late teens, and it was like a drawing that he did for Conan the Barbarian, but then I just did like a recreation of it with pen and ink and shit. It took me like fucking forever to do the goddamn thing, but it looks pretty sick. Oops. That was all done with just this, and I used
Sorry, I'm scattered. I didn't know I was going to be reviewing this type of stuff. I just sporadic off the top of my head.
Anywho, I don't have it here, but I use like a traditional fountain like pen or quill or whatever. So it was like, oh, there it is. This one. I only use this on special occasions, but so yeah, it was all done like with one of these instead of technical pens or whatever. Pretty trippy, but it's kind of hard because I actually started the same drawing prior and I fucked it up because sometimes the ink takes longer to absorb with it. So, but like some of the line work and stuff you can get done is like way more precise and shit. So I don't know, but just when I'm fucking around in my little basic sketchbook doing little doodle shits and stuff, which I'm honestly not really up to the skill level I used to be at. I've just been using using felt pens and then just Micron 005, so the smallest one, a 3, and then I got a bunch of, sorry guys, I got a bunch of pens here, but I just, yeah. And then I've also been using a, whatever. I guess I don't really need to show you. I was using an 8, but it's somehow it's gotten fucking mixed together. Oh, there it is. On the 8 a lot. I actually use the 8 the most. I've been going through these like fuck crazy, so I actually gotta get some more. I got like a bunch of these little 5s and 3s and stuff because I was doing more fine detail, but now I'm like, oh well, I find like for all like the outlinings of everything, and when you want something to like stand out more, like you need the fucking fattier ones. So the tips kind of wear out on those a little bit fatter or faster or whatever, or at least I find for some reason, or maybe I'm just retarded the way I do it. I'm like pushing too hard or something, right? Story of my life. Pushing too hard and not getting results as good as they should be. I'm sorry, I just had to throw in a fucking penis joke somewhere in there. But yeah. That's the brand. I'm honestly, sometimes I can read pretty good, but other times I'm really dyslexic, and honestly right now, I mean, all I got out of there was Wilson something, I don't fucking know. Just having a moment, it's all good. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like the packaging on it. Here's the other side. And you gotta have your classic Elmer's glue, because you never know. And yeah, I bought these whiteout pens, and I don't like them. Fucking waste of money. What can you do? Sometimes you gotta get shit and experiment with it, and it's like, fuck. Fucking wasting my shit on that, but whatever. I don't know. This is the paper that I've been doing all of the recent, like, or actually all of the labels on have been on that type of paper. It's pretty decent. I actually really like it, but it's really expensive. You only get oh fuck, let me read this. Oh my god, I feel like I have to fart too. I'm feeling all embarrassed and shit, and it's gonna be on fucking camera and people are gonna watch this. Oh my god, I'm trying not to do that. Sorry, yeah. What is wrong with you? It literally has 20 sheets, and it's like a fucking pretty decent penny for it, so like it's just saved for like work or whatever. But then this is, oops, I think I got a sheet in here. I was scared like things were gonna mark or something. Who cares? Fuck whatever, it's just a sketchbook. Some of the drawings in here are actually pretty nice, so I don't want to fuck it. 60 sheets. And it's like way more cheaper, but it's not as high of quality. It still is a mixed medium though, so you could use like, you know, pen and ink, and if you're at like if you're into watercolors, you can use watercolors on it too. I'm not a watercolor guy though. I just do like pen and ink, and sometimes I do washes like ink washes. Like I'll get different gradients of gray and try and fuck around with that and stuff, but I'm usually just like pen and ink, and I try and emulate shadows with like cross hatching and shit if it requires it or whatever, and big blacked out areas of just like black ink and shit. And, but I don't know, that's just the type of stuff I like, you know. Jim Lee, Frank Cho, Frank Frazetta. Todd McFarlane. They're all like some of the people I really look up to when it comes to illustrating. Yeah. Oh shit, it's not October anymore. Change the calendar. Holy fuck. Oh fuck, I just couldn't. Sorry guys. Fucking embarrassing. But yeah, so this is also really important to me. This is my guitar grammar book, and it's got like every single scale pretty much. It's got a lot of content. My cousin actually got it for me. I still really appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to Mogi man. Thank you for getting me this. Very important. Learned a lot reading out of this, as well as watching guitar tutorials online, and favorite bands do playthroughs of songs and stuff. And I've never been a guy who tries to play other people's music that much. Like I used to when I was like 15, 16 and stuff, but then like I started getting into scales and all this kind of shit. Like I started just like hearing something that I like makes me want to try and write riffs like similar to that, but then I always want to like take influence from somewhere else and kind of mix it together, and then instead of just being like, oh, I'm that guy that's really good at playing Kiss songs, or I can play every Slayer song. It's like, I honestly don't really fucking care. Like, unless it's like them that was good at doing those original ones. Like, yeah, like, it's like something like, you know, like, it's like Slayer came out, but then like Morbid Angel came out after, and that's like interesting because it's like they took what they did and then they like refined it more or whatever, and made it more of a thing or something, right? That's the way I look at it. Being in a cover band, honestly, to me, would feel like being like in hell or some shit, just playing someone else's music over and over again every night. That's just me. I got enough repetitiveness and like daily routines and shit, so comes to music and art, I want it to be like hella different or whatever. But at the same time, this is to practice other people's shit. You know, I've learned full songs of other artists, and I've, like that drawing, I've done like full creations of other people's artwork as well to try and understand and learn like where their head is at and how they got to that level, and try to think like some of the masters that I look up to and shit. But at the end of the day, I mean, the goal is to create your own kind of thing from what has inspired you to like do what you want to do or whatever. So is that like in Japanese culture, it's like imitation is the highest form of flattery. Also got these here. Turned to nights and stuff. Oh, this one's kind of cool too. I don't even really smoke weed anymore, but I got my crazy bubbler pipe here. Fuck, I haven't used it forever. It's getting kind of dusty. I'm more into like occasionally doing some edibles or psychs or something like that. But I don't like smoking. My lungs are fucked up. I started smoking cigarettes really heavily again when I was like 29 years old or some shit like that. And I just fuck that shit. It's fucking bullshit. Anywho, have you ever heard of Gundam? It's really cool. Check this out. This is the Zaku from Gundam. And then this is the GM. So Gundam's cool. It's like a Japanese animation, sci-fi. It's like it has to do with like space and in like the far future, eventually like the human race depletes the planet's resources like so greatly that they like have no other choice but to colonize into space, and then they're like pretty much like a space communistic society, but then they become like so oppressive that like they end up creating like pretty much like space national socialists, and then there's like some nutty fucking war that happens for about a year, and it's fucking crazy shit. And then the after results like drag out for like hundreds of years after or something of you know, essentially like two different types of cultures, group trying to return back to Earth and then use nearby colonies to create this like utopia, and then like this farther out space group that believe that they become like superior to the people on Earth because they think like Earth people's souls are like held down by gravity, so now they believe that they're like some sort of like supreme race or some shit. It really like deals with the dangers of national socialism and communism, and just how like these types of ideologies can like tear people apart and get them to like pick up arms against each other and hurt each other and stuff like that, while at the same time trying to like manage resources and remain within balance with nature and stuff. Or at least like that's the message I got out of it, like from the crazy storyline. And the underlying thing of it is like really crazy because it's like kind of teaches this lesson like that human beings are like inherently good, but the political systems guiding them like lead them into doing like really destructive and hurtful things to each other or something like that. So yeah, fuck that show. I started watching it when I was like 8 or 9 or some shit, and it really like spoke to me in kind of a deeper kind of way, and to a certain extent it made me kind of think like like made me want to like look deep into history and stuff like that, and just makes me think like, holy fuck, like all of our systems are just so retarded. And I mean, that's kind of why like I'm so against you know, National Socialism and Nazism and stuff, but I'm as equally against like communism and like that type of shit as well, because like I think it's all just a bunch of fucking bullshit. But anywho, that's just my opinion. You have yours. I mean, what's the old saying? Opinions are like, everyone has one, and you know, I'm willing to share it on here, but this like my own channel, or you know, my own page or whatever. So yeah, I mean, you don't have to agree with me or whatever. I mean, not everybody wants to see my fucking opinion, so but some people do. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, there we go. Just went from a food thing to art to Gundam to talking about history and politics hidden within a show, because yeah, symbols and signs control people's minds. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.